Hey guys, let's go over the TWAB for this week, and it's a pretty light TWAB, but it has a lot of stuff into it. First off, it's the start of the spooky festival, the Festival of the Lost. We have our Dino Armor, we have the new mask to collect, and the new pulse rifle to farm, which is actually a really good roll. Coming up next week, we have the legendary version of the Astral Alignment, which is really sought after, so we can finally get another step towards the seal being unlocked. But with the change of it being on legendary, quickly taken rotating modifiers, denial, taken vandals summon their shields significantly more often, which will be quite annoying. Empath, taking combatants generate light just geysers when defeated. That could be interesting if people aren't prepared for it. Empath, enhance radar, take increased damage from melees. This can be really difficult if you are running low health on a lot of things. The constant modifiers, champions, overload, and unstoppables. Equipment is locked and match game is enabled. It's going to be really interesting if this is also match made, because a lot of players don't like their equipment being locked because they like to swap things out every once in a while. But you know, it's really good for like hard activities like legend difficulties. Up next for fixed issues, Hawkmoon's Paracausal Shot, not getting bonus damage. Note that the temporary fix for this means that you will lose the buff if you pull out your ghost on the final round. This will be fixed in the future update. Fixed an issue where the firing line perk was not giving the intended 20% buff. Fixed an issue where the new Monte Carlo ornament Western Front causes the weapon to have increased recoil. Fixed the Ariana's Vows ornament bound by oath so that it shows the first glance perk status correctly. And finally, the igniting touch on bottom tree Dawnblade, fixing an issue where all igniting touch detonates count as melee damage. This is going to stop a lot of people from using necrotic crits, because this is how you got like a ton of melee kills and just chaining all over the place for high impacted activities. Known issues: Steam players who are receiving disk write errors will need to manually delete the files acf.temp.save located in the Steam install folder to resolve the issue until we can properly fix it. Eyes on the Skern Clovis mask no longer glow. The one punch finisher no longer makes a sound when the finisher is executed. Completing the envisioned ascent triumph incorrectly checks off the practice path on the trivial wayfinding triumph. The German name for heir apparent is inaccurately translated. The surplus and overflow perks are translated to the same word in German, which is actually kind of funny. Year 1 faction, raid, trials, and vendor armor ornaments can only be unlocked through the armor synthesis via the Synthwave templates and not class-specific Synthwave bolts. Some hunters have a small fixed object following their character model on the ground, which is actually a bug I wish I had, because that would have been so much fun. Certain image assets for the Dino themed armor sets and Eververse contain minor inaccuracies. The previews for the ornaments are accurate. Empire hunts aren't granting candy and spectral play pages upon completion, which is sad, because you know, a lot of people like to farm Empire hunts, and getting the pages on that is actually pretty cool. The one-inch punch finisher no longer has sound. We're investigating reports of an issue where players who complete the Book of Forgotten before finishing Eva's main quest on alternate characters cannot complete the quest, which is, you know, sad, because for completing the quest you get a roll for the pulse rifle, which is a really good pulse rifle. But that is the end of the TWAB. I'm going to put a link for the actual document in the description down below if you want to read everything that's in it. Some things I skipped because they weren't gameplay oriented. I stream every Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays over on Twitch. Link for that down in the description down below. If you like the vibe I give off, be sure to give that a follow, and we can vibe together on Destiny and other games. If you like the content I put out on YouTube, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell for notifications so you don't miss a video when I release Destiny stuff and other things of that nature. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'll see you next video. Bye guys.
Once my circle of Techians is reassembled, we can strike back at the Black Fleet. The coming storm will not be deterred by the knowledge of the Vanguard alone.
Knowledge is only part of a winning strategy. Courage, fortitude, and firepower are the rest.
And the Awoken have all of those in abundance.
The Guardian's presence here says otherwise. The sooner you accept your limitations, the sooner we'll find strength together.